They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And some room to work. There he goes, right side. Inside the 20, Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 75 yards. And the Niners are on the board here first in the season opener. Jake Moody now for the point after. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. That's to the speedster, Olamide Zaccheaus. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
On the handoff, this is Swift. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there on 3rd down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. They run out of the gun with Swift. Down to the 42, 2nd down. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the 49ers will take over possession here up at the 44. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
There he goes left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. 81 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Now a give running left is Eckler. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Austin Eckler punching it in from a yard away. And the Niners lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early for Swift. Is hit, and he coughs it up. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the 2nd drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all.
That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Niners are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. And he loses the football a second time. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 29 yards. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
First throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Hurts' throw brought in by Brown. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
This will be caught just inside the 10. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. Touchdown, 49ers. Danny Gray, 92 yards. And the 49ers continue to pull away here in this first half. Moody good with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. Second down and 4. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Second down and a yard. He'll drop to throw. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
Hurts fumbles it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half, so this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
17's Mike 17. Time to go, night. Kill. Check 50.
Here's Purdy.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now Purdy.
Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. Rodgers to return it. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10